What if the most dangerous thing about Georgia in 2026 is not what Kirby Smart is changing, but the one thing he refuses to change? College football is transforming fast. The transfer portal reshuffles rosters overnight. NIL money moves stars across the country. Coordinators chase the newest offensive trend. But inside Athens, Kirby is protecting something old, something brutal, something he believes championships still cannot survive without. Georgia is going to run the football. Georgia is going to stop the run. And no matter how modern the sport becomes, that philosophy is not leaving. Another story is developing in fall camp. 2 safety jobs are open, and veterans, transfers, and young blue-chip defenders are fighting for snaps. The winners could determine whether this defense becomes merely good or terrifying again. Because Kirby's formula has a hidden condition. If Georgia commits to controlling the run, somebody on the back end must survive alone. So is Kirby preserving the formula that built an empire, or gambling the 2026 season on a secondary that has not yet chosen its starters?
Every offseason, someone argues Georgia must become something else. More fashionable, more open, more like the offense dominating the national conversation. Kirby Smart does not seem interested. Dawg Post reported that Georgia's offensive identity is not changing. Offensive coordinator Mike Bobo made the philosophy unmistakable. Georgia wants to run the ball, Georgia wants to stop the run, and that method of winning is not going to change under Smart. Kirby reinforced it before fall camp. He said Georgia cannot abandon the running game, even after admitting the Bulldogs had been below their standard. His argument was defiant. Show him a championship team that cannot run the football and stop the run. That is not nostalgia, it is architecture. The run game pulls defenders toward the box and gives play action teeth. On defense, stopping the run shrinks playbooks and forces quarterbacks into obvious passing situations. Georgia wants to decide what kind of game the opponent is allowed to play. If you want Georgia stories that go beneath the headline and into Kirby Smart's strategy, subscribe to Bulldog Nation News and hit the like button. Your support helps us keep producing deeper Bulldogs content. But if Georgia's old law begins with controlling the line of scrimmage, who protects the defense when opponents decide their only escape is attacking deep?
This is where the numbers show why Kirby refuses to abandon the formula. According to University of Georgia Athletics, Georgia averaged 124.4 rushing yards per game in 2024. In 2025, that climbed to 182.1, roughly a 46% increase. The Bulldogs also improved from 24 rushing touchdowns to 31. Now look at the other side. Georgia allowed 130.1 rushing yards per game in 2024. According to Georgia Athletics, that figure dropped to 81.5 in 2025. Opponents averaged only 2.9 yards per rushing attempt. Georgia also possessed the ball for 33 minutes and 52 seconds per game, almost 4 minutes longer than the previous season. That is Kirby football in numerical form. Run it, suffocate it, own the clock. But the secondary is where the next layer appears. According to Dawg Post, 2 major safety positions are being contested. KJ Bolden is the established leader, while Glenn Schumann says production in practice and live scrimmages will help decide who earns the other opportunities. According to Georgia Athletics, Bolden started all 14 games in 2025 and finished with 76 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 5 pass breakups. According to East Carolina Athletics, transferred Marley Riddle led ECU in 2025 with 70 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 6 pass breakups. According to Clemson Athletics, Khalil Barnes recorded 46 tackles and 5 pass breakups in 2025 after intercepting 4 passes the previous year. Rasean Dinkins appeared in 13 games for Georgia as a true freshman, while Kyron Jones started 6 before injury ended his season. This is an audition for who gets trusted when Georgia's front forces an offense to throw. Kirby has revealed the test. Can a safety cover man-to-man? Can he tackle? And can he play the ball deep? So what happens if Georgia has rebuilt the machine up front, but the final weapon is still fighting for his job in the shadows?
This is where the two stories become one. Georgia's commitment to the run is not separate from the battle at safety. They are connected. If the Bulldogs stop the run with discipline, Glenn Schumann can disguise pressure, rotate late, and make quarterbacks hesitate. But when Georgia becomes aggressive, the safeties cannot merely be athletes, they must be trustworthy. One bad angle becomes a touchdown. One late rotation can erase everything the defensive front did correctly. That is why Kirby's requirements sound simple and ruthless. Cover, tackle, find the football. The names fighting beside Bolden show what Georgia is constructing. Barnes brings veteran instincts and ball production. Riddle arrives after becoming a centerpiece at East Carolina. Dinkins has been developed inside Georgia's system. Jones is trying to reclaim the role injury interrupted. Zion Branch brings size and experience. Behind them, talented freshmen are waiting. That competition is not instability. For Kirby Smart, competition is quality control. The outside world sees an unresolved depth chart. Kirby sees pressure being applied before an opponent gets the chance. Georgia is not trying to travel backward in time. The Bulldogs are trying to make an old principle survive a new era. Run the football, stop the run, force predictable situations, then unleash a secondary capable of punishing the decision to throw. The portal can change, NIL can change, schemes can change. But Kirby's wager is that when championship games become physical, tense, and ugly, football returns to the same question: who controls the line and who survives when the ball goes over their head? So here is the question Georgia fans should be asking. Is this secondary battle simply about replacing starters, or is Kirby Smart quietly building the final piece of a defense designed to drag the SEC back into Georgia's kind of football? If you believe the road to another championship is being built in these hidden fall camp battles, subscribe to Bulldog Nation News and hit the like button. Every subscription and like helps us keep digging into the strategy and stories shaping Georgia football before the rest of the country sees them. Because in Athens, what never changes may be exactly what makes Georgia dangerous again.